Good morning. Hi, Living Bliss. Isn't it crazy to think that we've been together? We've been friends for 2.5 years now. Isn't that crazy? I'm sad. Make me laugh. Okay, I'm on it. It's Wednesday. It is. Why? Hold on. I heard a funny joke the other day. I got to think about it. What does a cloud wear under? What does a cloud wear? Thunder pants. There's more to the joke, but I don't remember it. So that's the best you're getting. Thunder pants. Today is going to be Therapy Thursday because tomorrow, yeah, there was totally more to that joke, but punchline still hit. I don't know. You tricked me. I'm telling. I know. So you gave me a heart attack. Good morning, everybody. Hi. Oh gosh. My shoes, my Crocs. I gotta wash my Crocs. They kind of smell bad. Thank you, Laura. I didn't even update my board. I just got here. I'm gonna do another show probably later today. Let me tell you what's going on with my day. Let's just do a giveaway because Laura gave me $5, so I'm gonna give it back to you guys. Tomorrow. Good morning, Caitlin, Jamie. Tomorrow I have an 8-hour show with Sarah tomorrow. Glass show, uranium, smalls, miniatures, crazy big show tomorrow. So I had to move this show for today. Did I change the name of the show? No, I did not. Am I going to get shit for it all day? Probably. I'm going to say, well, Philly Flipper was the first person to point it out. I'm going to say about 47 people. That's going to be my over-under. Who's going to take the over-under on that? Hi, Christy. Thank you so much. I am going to just take another bite of my donut. I was watching Traveler's Antiques this morning and eating my Boston cream donut. And they were talking about how the radio station by them is doing a contest for who has the, yeah, you like my nails? Who has the thickest Boston accent. And I was like, I gotta practice. And then he said a bunch of words that I had never heard before. I was like, apparently I need to go to Boston because I don't even know what you're saying. It was very interesting. Okay, today's Therapy Thursday. I took off the max shipping so that we can test some things. So I'm thinking, not that I want to talk about shipping the whole time. I don't know what you guys want to talk about. I haven't updated my board, so I'm kind of slacking there. I do have to pack today. There was some stuff from yesterday because Whatnot decided to stop letting me pack things yesterday. Got killed last night on max shipping. Don't do it. Don't ever do max shipping. 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 I think it's Wednesday. Hey, JV. Is someone keeping track? I think this is like 7. Hey, I'm a small business owner. I don't know what month it is, let alone day of the week. The only reason I do know what month it is because my taxes are due soon. Actually, no, because I thought it was April. It's March still, I think, right? We did the over-under on Happy June, exactly. We did the over-under on 46, and apparently I owe someone $100.47, or they owed me it because there's no money in here. But this envelope says 147. Not today. Not today, brother. We're going to do, the over-under was 46. We're going to say there's at least 7 so far today. We're going to count, though. You can set your max shipping at whatever you want. The shipping for a regular priority box up to 5 pounds, whatever, is 7 people so far have said it's Wednesday. It's not Thursday. At 9:21. I know. Good morning, The Resource. I was looking for a sugar mama or a sugar daddy. I can't be your sugar mama. I'm enough people's sugar mamas. I need some sugar. I need some sugar too. Good morning, handsome. Hannah, good morning, Hannah. Thank you so much. So, Hannah, I love you. I will do yours next. Thank you for being here. I don't even have any mods. So what I was saying, I'm just like curling up with a book with you guys. Look, we're just gonna cuddle this morning. I did not question it. I know, I love it. So with the max shipping, not Vault of Interesting. Vintage Curator. The Vintage Curator does, I'll be a sugar daddy. Hey, the Vintage Curator does a lot of jewelry shows, and she sets her max shipping at like $4.50 because you can ship a lot of small jewelry things for $5. So you can set your max shipping at whatever you want, but the default max shipping is $9.21. But I purposely, good morning, Grinch Mom, did not do max shipping on this show so that we can test to see how much shipping would be on different size things, because that seems to be an argument people are having. Thank you, eSarver. That seems to be an argument people are having. Hold on, let me write it down. Hannah, eSarver. And I would like to debunk that argument right here live with you. I just scratched my face. Gosh darn it. Why does it doesn't matter. Okay. You're back, Pop Ham. Oh my gosh. Trolls are I'm over it. I'm over nasty people in the chat. No trolls today. Only people that want to Jocelyn. Is it Jocelyn or Jocelyn? I had to use you had to use me the other day? Why? We're going to do a shipping experiment today. Rosario, thank you for your purchase of the candy bars. Royal Crown resells. You just won that first giveaway. Let's do another giveaway. This one is going to be from Hannah Hunt's Vintage, who is for sure one of my favorite people. You have to update your name, you have to email them. Hannah Hunt's Vintage. Can someone please I can't. I made Molly and George. Can one of you please pin or Shy, can one of you please pin good morning, Stays? How are you, wonderful lady? I love you. Okay. You're nodded. Yeah, you're important. You are. Okay. Good morning. It's simple. It weighs over 15 ounces. Should be the higher price. Oh, Space Viking. Good morning. I appreciate your directness. I appreciate saying something so silly, but so correct and wrong at the same time, right? So I love that for you. I don't think that the issue, it's not an opinion. I don't think the issue is over 15 ounces is going to cost more. I think the issue is when it gets too big or when it gets over 5 pounds, because correct, 1 ounce to 15 ounces is going to be couple dollars, $4, $5, over 15 ounces. So 1 pound to 5 pounds, if not in a flat rate box, is going to be $9.21. Over 5 pounds. Good morning, Darren. Hannah Hunt's Vintage. George, please pin Hannah Hunt's Vintage, and everyone please go follow Hannah Hunt's Vintage. They're wonderful. I love them. But over 5 pounds is what people are getting bogged down with. And what we're going to test today and what I'm going to look up. So I'm going to look at a different platform. We're going to shop right now. Let's shop together, shall we? We're going to go to another platform and we're going to look for a swung vase. I want a big swung vase. I want a big honkin' swung vase, right? So if I just look up swung vase right now, this swung vase is only 15 inches, but they want to charge me $19.60 for delivery. Why? I could fit a 15-inch swung vase in a 20 by 8 by 6 box for $9.21 here on Whatnot, but Whatnot shipping is so bad. This vase right here is an 18-incher, so this one would be a little bigger, but they want to charge me $30 for shipping. $30 for shipping. Exactly. $19 is cheap. Whatnot is cheaper. This one, 15 inches, $14. That's pretty average, right? So my point to this is people will pay. People will pay for shipping because maybe it's double boxed for sure. I would pay this. I 100% would pay $19 for them to ship me that swung vase. For sure would. That's a good deal. My point is, You do not need to lower your value and lower the value of things you sell on here by doing reduced shipping, discounted shipping, free shipping, so that someone will buy it, because no other platform is going to do that. Now, do other people do that? Yes. But do they work the price into what they're selling? 100%. So if you're going to sell things at $1, $5, $2, whatever, if you're not adding your shipping price into the cost of your product, do not offer reduced shipping. You are going to lose money every single time, and people will pay it. People will pay for the shipping, because whether they like it or not, and if they don't like it, get off the platform. Whatnot has a very good rate for shipping. And even when you have to pay more for shipping on Whatnot because your box is bigger, the item is bigger, whatever the case is, people will still pay it, because that's the price of business. I would like to test something, right? So now, am I saying the opposite? I never do flat rate. I always do priority. Am I saying the opposite of most big sellers on this platform? Yes, I am. Can I tell you something? Most big sellers on this platform, either one, do the wrong thing. Two, build in the price of shipping into their shows. So they know they're going to get enough for the items that they're selling that they can pay 20, 25, 30% shipping on each show. 95% of the people on this platform cannot afford to do that. I do not do that. I had to pay $17 for shipping yesterday because I messed something up. I was pissed off. I was so mad at myself for having to pay $17. Did everyone please go follow Hannah Hunt's Vintage? Hannah, I love you. And if I didn't give you all of the love that you deserve, also, can you please do more day shows? Because I'm a really big fan of your day shows, because I like to listen while I pack, and you two have wonderful voices that I like to listen to. So please do more day shows. eSarver, this is going to be free. Can someone please tag eSarver? She really is amazing. I know, right? So here's the other thing that I wanted to do. $133. Exactly. I cannot afford. I just don't. It is Thursday today. I'm writing it down. What's up, Mama Z? Mama, I found my shirt that I wanted to wear yesterday. Empowered women, empower women. Okay, I have a headache. You cried a little. Exactly. And that is fair. I would cry too. Everyone please go follow eSarver. I have a headache right now just from talking to you. Okay. Now we're going to do, thank you for your tip, Grinch Mom. I appreciate you. Now I would like to do something else. I turned off max shipping so we can test the size of max shipping. Thank you so much. Bro, Sherry, thank you so much for your tip. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much. I am still trying to hit my goals. Everyone go take a look at the buy it now. I am still trying to work on making enough money to fix my basement. Today, I have a lot to do. I'm going to do another show later, I believe, but okay. What we're going to do is everyone please go follow my Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. YouTube, I have shipping videos on there. I'm going to post another one today. I've been trying to space them out because I'm trying to do the right thing, but it's hard. Okay. So we're going to create a shipping profile. Okay. We're going to create a shipping profile, and just to test. So we're going to do let's do what are we going to call it? Large test. This is going to be a large test. We're going to make this thing weigh 8 pounds. Okay. We're going to make this weigh 169 ounces. What's that? A little over 10 pounds, 169 ounces. Okay. And we're going to do max bundle. Do you want to make the box bigger as well? We'll do 2. We're going to do 2. We're going to make one be 169 ounces, but it's going to fit in a 12 by 12 by 12. And then we're going to do one, and it's going to be large test big. And we're going to do 169 ounces. And we're going to make it so it's not going to fit in a 12 by 12 by 12. We're going to make it so it has to go in a 16 by 16 by 16. That's not too big, right? That's not like bigger than the average. I would say that's a big swung base. Okay. Those are the two tests that we have right now. E-auction, thank you so much. Everyone, please make sure this giveaway right now is brought to you by eSarver. eSarver, let me take a second and just look at your profile. I didn't look at Hannah's. Hannah, but I love you. eSarver is at 1,416 followers. Everyone go follow. Let's see what you have coming up for shows. Shows tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow morning. I like more. If you guys could do more day shows, that'd be great. Great. You don't know how to do what you're doing. Can you show your screen again? So yes, I will. So this is, I'm just bookmarking all of eSarver shows. Everyone, please go follow them. we're going to test something right here in the bottom. So I just made 2 shipping profiles, which I don't suggest doing. So many people text me and are like, I don't know how to make shipping profiles. Don't. I never do. I have one shipping profile that I use, and it's only if I ship one big thing that's to ship by itself. I use the weights set up by Whatnot. Whatnot makes it so easy for you. You know what? Dee said it yesterday. I watched D Archivist's show yesterday, and Dee said, Whatnot, she goes, I'm gonna hold your hand when you say this, and I'm gonna try to be nice. Whatnot shipping is so easy. So easy. They make it so easy for you. If it's wrong, it's because we touch it. Anytime I end up having to pay more, it's because I touched something. I messed it up. I love D as well. Okay. So now we're going to go to, I'm going to add something, create temporary listing. So this right now is going to be a test. Don't buy this. Obviously, I shouldn't have to say that, but someone will buy it. So now I'm going to test both of my options that I put in there, because the shipping should be more than $9.21, but I want to, if you go back to the eBay things I showed you, I want to compare. I haven't done this yet. We haven't done this yet. I want to compare. So the large test is the thing that I put in at 169 ounces, but it can fit in a 12 by 12. So we're going to add this listing. I'm going to pin it. How much is your shipping on this item? You want my hoodie? It's great, isn't it? It's my favorite. 11.66, 13.65, 15, 17, 12. Look at that. So for an item, so if I was to sell it correctly, I feel like I say this all the time, but you guys don't listen. Terry, you won that giveaway from eSarver. Please make sure you're following eSarver. Thank you so much. This one is from Jocelyn. Jocelyn, I don't think I follow you. Can someone please tag Jocelyn for me so that I can? Thank you, Cherry. You're late. Just kidding. Can someone please tag Jocelyn for me, because I need to go look at their profile. So listen, here's my first point. If I am selling something that is 10 pounds, this is 169 ounces. If I am selling something that is 10 pounds and I sell it correctly, you are going to pay that much in shipping. That's not that bad. That is not that bad. People that are, thank you so much. Cherry Bomb coming in for the win. Let me follow you, Jocelyn. Jocelyn Corgi. I love it. You have 1K followers. Congratulations. Let me go bookmark all of your shows. Look at all your cute little puppies. Everyone, please go follow Jocelyn. Okay. That is not that bad, right? So now we're going to do another test. So if I go back to eBay, and I look at swung bases, I want to buy one of these swung bases. Shipping is 19, shipping is 30, shipping is 14, shipping is 17. Shipping on one item is higher than shipping on items on here, okay? So here's where I say, if I'm bundling items for you and you buy 17 items, okay, after your first 5 items, thank you, Vintage Rock, after your first 5 items, your shipping goes up, you have to pay another $1, then another $3, another $5, and then your total shipping cost was $22, but you got 17 items in a 10-pound box that is 16 by 16 by 16. Good morning, Twin Mom. It is still less than buying one thing on another platform. Exactly, because they make shipping on there. They make money on shipping on there. We don't. So it is not fiscally responsible for you to do reduced shipping unless you are charging that price into your item. And I'm going to tell you 90% of the people out here are not. Correct. We don't. Okay. Now we're going to go back. So now I want to test something else. This should be higher. Create temporary listing. Thank you so much for your purchases. Everyone, please go follow Jocelyn. Congratulations on your 1K. Test big fat is what I'm going to call it. Test big fat. This one that I'm adding right now, again, please don't, we're going to pin it. How much is your shipping on that? Correct, Nicholas. 51, 51, 60, 71, 60. Okay. Can I tell you what this package would consist of? This package would be the size of this tote for $50, $70, $80. And it would weigh over 10 pounds. It would be the size of this tote and it weigh over 10 pounds. For just $60 in shipping. Now, it is not that bad, right? So I always do reduce shipping on these shows, and then I can't show you what the shipping would be. Can you show us where you change the dimensions? Yes, I made a video about this on my YouTube. I'm going to make another video today. I made a video today of showing you how to create a custom shipping profile. Do I suggest doing it? No. The only time you should use a custom shipping profile is if you're going to ship something that weighs more than 5 pounds, larger than a 12 by 12 by 12. If you are selling anything under that, just use Whatnot has. If you're going to sell a large vase, then use the custom shipping. I'm going to create a video showing this today, so I'm not going to go through it. But you just have to go to your shipping. I'm not going to go slow through it. I'm going to go fast. Shipping profiles. My shipping profile I use for large vases is right here. It is a 12 by 12 by 12 with one bundle. And that means that I can sell something the equivalent of a 12 by 12 by 12, which means it can be a 20 by 6 by 6. But it has to bundle by itself. That is the only custom shipping profile I use. The only custom shipping profile. I will create a YouTube video today that breaks down how to do that. Actually, I already created it. I just have to edit it, and I've been trying to make sure that I do things correctly per YouTube. So, all right, who's going to win this giveaway from Jocelyn? Jocelyn, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Sorry I'm very ranty today. Terry, thank you for your tip. I appreciate you. Marty Secondhand, thank you so much, Marty Secondhand. That one is coming to you. Let's run another one. Good morning, Sherry. Let's run another one. Who's that? Hi, Jenna. Good morning. Thank you for your tip, Many Treasures. Your videos are awesome. I love the hodgepodge in the morning. Thank you. I try to be productive. ES Auction. This one is from ES Auction House. I totally already follow you, but let me go take a look at your profile again. 204. Let's go. Everyone go follow ES Auction. First show is Saturday, right? 29th is Saturday. So excited for your first show. 204 followers. Let's get them to 300 right now. Brand new. I'm so excited. Good morning. Watching YouTube, but I'm a chatty Nancy. I love that you're a chatty Nancy. And they're in the buy it now. I think I only did like 12 because I didn't want to be on forever, so there might not be any left. Okay. I love how real and honest you keep it. Thank you. I try. I don't want to offend people, right? I don't want to upset you. But holy cow, some people, not of you, I believe 100%, 102, 230 of you are not the people that do this. But some of you make things a lot more difficult than they need to be. And also, since you're out of gifted, thank you, Christy. Everyone go follow Christy. I love you. And everyone, please make sure you're following my mods as well. Thank you for being here and helping me. I need all of you. All my tips and tricks are super helpful. Thank you. That's what I'm here for. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to thank Tana so much for your videos. Thank you. Definitely not us. I try to do what I can to help the community, but I try to also make it, I said this last time and I'm going to say it right now. And I mean this with all of the love in my heart. When you are new, you're going to mess up. You're going to learn. If you have been doing this for 10, 20 shows, you've watched videos and you still can't figure it out, you shouldn't be selling things online. It's not that hard. You're making it way harder than it has to be. Now, I messed up yesterday. I've done 1,137 hours on this app live. I messed up yesterday. Are you going to mess up? For sure. We mess up all the time. That's normal. That's life. It cost me $13. I was pissed. $17. I was pissed yesterday, right? That is a lot of hours. I just looked it up the other day. But you got to go. Okay. I love you. Have a good day. Yeah, we're human, not robots. We're going to mess up. But if you cannot grasp the concept and you still are like, I don't know how to pack this in a box, and you're making it way harder than it needs to be in life. Okay? It's not that hard. You got it. You got this. And the amount of questions that I get and the amount of like messages of like, how do I make a profile, like how do I ship this, how do I ship that? Just use what Whatnot gives you. If you never change anything, if you just push this little button that says X and you do, hey, I'm going to schedule a show, and then you just scroll down and you hit schedule show without touching anything, I'm going to show you what the shipping is going to look like. This is how the shipping is going to be set up. It's going to work perfectly for you. And then when you go to ship, and as long as you sell it correctly, it's going to ship correctly. Anytime I have ever had to pay extra money for shipping, it is because I messed up. It is because I touched something. It is because thank you, no hubby chubby, cubby, no hubby cubby, chubby, no hubby cubby. No, Brian, tomorrow, you found it 414 hours live stream. That's amazing. Yes, I have live streamed for 1,136 hours, I believe at this point. The tips are so sweet. Thank you so much for finding my information valuable and appreciating the time I take out of my life to talk to you. I hold my breath every time I send a package until it gets delivered just to make sure it gets there safely. Yes. Okay. Also, can I tell you, I found out yesterday. So you know how a lot of packages have been delayed and there's been a lot of issues with USPS. Apparently the grand postmaster, the friggin' head of the post offices, is one of the government employees that no longer has a position or something. And it's like, going down. Yeah. The grand poopah, it's apparently affecting the entire postal system. Yeah. Grand postmaster general, that guy. So it is creating chaos. So please, thank you so much for your tip. I appreciate you. Diane, yes. So Dorothy, right? Dorothy sells things on another platform. She sold something to someone worth $400. Good morning, Storage Manus. And it's stuck in like Indiana or something. And she went to the post office and the post office employee told her, you can almost just step down and is doing the job until they replace him. You can almost guarantee, like the post office employees, like there are things, we get calls every day. Things are 3-4 weeks out. It's like so much gets stuck in Indiana. Exactly. So just try to be patient. It's not the fault of the seller. I think that's my point. Looking Glass, you won that giveaway from eAuction. eAuction's first sale is Saturday. Super excited about it. Can't wait. Vintage Rock Autism is our next supporter. Thank you so much. You should teach buyers how to track their own shipping. So here, you know what? I'll make a YouTube video on how to track your shipping. You know what else I need to do? I need to make a YouTube video on how to enter the gift cards. I made a screen. Thank you, the Thrifty Gypsy. I made a screen recording this morning on how to enter gift cards. Because I send you a piece of paper with a code on it. You have to enter that code. It is case sensitive and with the dashes, because I have gotten multiple people message me and say, hey, my code didn't work. And then I will screen record myself entering their code into my Amazon to show that it works, because I don't send bad gift cards. I don't want, like, if you think that I'm going to risk my career over $5, you are sadly mistaken. But not that I think any of these people think that, because they've all been super nice. I think that we just need to learn how to use the gift cards, right? Thank you, Rose Girl. I appreciate you. How's the baby? So I just want you to, I think I'm going to make a video on how to do that so people understand how to enter a gift card into your Amazon. Okay. Baby's sleeping. Yay. On listings that are 4 to 7 ounces, quantity 25, starting bid $3, buyer pays shipping. Does Whatnot automatically decrease the shipping price by weight? If you list something at 4 to 7 ounces it will charge them the appropriate shipping at 25 pounds. If you don't put that in a flat rate box, a gift card codes is tough. It is tough sometimes. If you don't do a flat rate, it will charge them. So 4 to 7 ounces. The first one will be $4. Second one will be $4. And then it'll be free shipping. And then it'll be an additional $1 something every item after that, unless you change that. Question: if you unbundle a large order that is counting as you're using your adjustments, if they have not paid enough shipping, look at Amish. I was like, what's that horse running down the road? It was Amish people. So if you sell it correctly, I feel like this is gonna go over so many people's heads, and I'm gonna say it as best I can to explain it. If I sell you, ready? We're gonna do a little. If I sell you this at a pound for $9.21, this at 2 pounds for $9.21, this at a pound for free, this at a pound for free, this at a pound for $9.21, this at a pound for free, and then I go to ship all of this and I want to unbundle it, I can unbundle it for free because you have paid $28 in shipping. That buys me 3 boxes because you paid the shipping. But if I have all of this and you only paid $9.21 for shipping and I want to unbundle it, and then it's going to charge me to $9.21 to unbundle it. So if you sell it correctly, it will ship correctly. So if you sold them at the correct weights and you have to unbundle, that being said, I don't unbundle anything. If Whatnot tells me to put 37 pounds in a box, I'm going to put 37 pounds in a box, and that's what you're going to get. Is that always the correct way to do it? No. Have I unbundled some things if they're super fragile, I'm afraid? Yes. But for the most part, I will put it in one box. You can also, I have a YouTube video. All of these videos can be referenced back on my YouTube if you'd like. I also have a YouTube video that shows you how to raise the size of the box, right? So if I tried unbundling the last time and it charged me to unbundle the adjustment when I did glass and they had paid. Interesting. Does a seller get a chargeback for lost and refunded items? Only after a certain dollar amount, or if it's deemed their fault, or if there's a certain issue. For the most part, no, but I don't want to say no all the time because it does happen. I love you. Thank you for being here. I showed a video the other day, or I had made a YouTube video. I had a buyer who purchased 378 ounces for 1 box. Whatnot bundled the entire thing. Perfectly fine with me. What I did in my video, and you can see, is I gradually increased the box size to see how big of a box I could use before I packed it. So box size starts at 12 by 12 by 12. I was like, okay, they paid for 376 ounces. They paid $20-something for shipping. Let's see how big of a box that will buy me. So I changed it to a 14 by 12 by 12. Still free. Perfect. Let's try it again. Change it by 14 by 14 by 14. Still free. Perfect. Let's see if I can get an even bigger box. I think it ended up being able to be like a 16 by 14 by 14 box for free without charging me or that person, because I sold it correctly. They had paid enough for me to make a bigger box. 16 by 16 by 16 is your favorite. Yeah. 14 by 14 by 14 is mine. Vintage Rock Autism. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Everyone, please make sure you're following Vintage Rock Autism. Missy J. Let's be best friends. Janet has 631 followers. Craft, repurpose, repeat. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's so much in your thing. I'm not going to read it. I appreciate that you put a lot in there. I have ADHD and I will only read bullet points. I will, however, go bookmark all of your shows. I love I just clicked into one. Apparently I'm in it. We live here now. I love your picture, your graphics. They're amazing. Did you make them yourself, or are they actual pictures of your stuff? Because those are beautiful. Everyone, please make sure you're going and follow Missy J. Next show is today at 7 p.m. I love it. The box size I use the most is 12 by 12 by 10 because I use the most priority big boxes. What happens if we contact Whatnot about a missing package? They will refund you, generally, after a certain time. Nice seeing you again this morning. I gotta go. I love you, Pop Ham. Have a good day. I'm unbundled based on buyer location and weight, especially for over 10 pounds. You can do either, but I like to just increase the box size. I like to use bigger boxes rather than unbundle. Do you use USPS boxes only or boxes? I use whatever boxes I have. Hi, if you're new here, my name's Christine. I have a full store full of stuff: antiques, collectibles, jewelry, glassware, clothing, a little bit of everything. There's my box wall. There are stacks of USPS boxes that I just got the other day, but there is my box wall. I will use whatever size box I can. I reduce, reuse, recycle everything. I have what I call box fairies, and they come and they show up and they just throw boxes at me. I put it on Facebook that I needed boxes and packing materials, and people bring me their Amazon boxes a couple times a week. They're amazing. Also, the fire department started to do their fish fries on Friday, so now I'm getting a ton of those boxes right there that their French fries come in. And I love them. They're 16 by 14 by 10. They're perfect box, and they're thick and they're heavy because they carried food in them. So I'm a big fan of those boxes. I just did my first show this past weekend. I was nervous about shipping, and it was pretty decent. You didn't use any of your adjustments. That's amazing. Do you ever ask grocery store for boxes? Yes. They're thicker. Yeah, thicker is better. Hey-o. Good morning, Wreck-It Ralph. Is it cheaper to ship priority? Thank you for your tip. I appreciate you. Thank you for finding value in what I do. Cheaper to ship priority boxes or regular boxes? It doesn't matter. You can put a priority label on a regular box as long as it's not flat rate. I have a YouTube video that shows you the different labels. How I set up shipping is ground to a pound, priority up to 5, and ground over 5. But I have this video on YouTube that shows you all the different labels, when you can use them, when you should use them. Everyone go like, comment, subscribe my YouTube. If you have ADHD and don't have a shipper set up as flat rate USPS only. I don't know what that meant. What does having ADHD? I must have read it wrong. What does having ADD have to do with shipping? Besides the fact that it's very hard to stay motivated and do it. Looking Glass, thank you for your tip. I appreciate it. Everyone go follow Missy J. If you have ADHD and don't have a shipper, set it up as all flat rate USPS only. No. I never do flat rate shows. I only do flat rate with jewelry. I have ADHD and I don't have a shipper. It's just me. I do everything by myself. Hello again. That's why my store looks like this. That's why I still have all of this to pack from yesterday. That's why everything is a mess. But I do everything by myself. I source, I pack, I sell. That's why I super, super appreciate tips on days like this where I take time out of my day to sit and talk to you guys instead of doing what I should be doing. But this is important to you and to me. How long? Hey, come back up here. Pay attention to me. How long do you have shows for typically? Is it your full-time job? This is my full-time job. Perverts. This is my full-time job. I think that you should at least try to stay on for 2 hours. When I first started, I did 6 to 8 hour shows. That way I could get people before work, people on lunch, people after work, people in the East Coast, people on the West Coast. I would be on all day. I got more exposure, but this is my full-time job. I also say if you do a show for 2 hours, it's going to take you 4 hours to ship. So make sure you have enough time set aside, for what you're doing. How do you do your taxes? It is not a hassle with Whatnot. It is a hassle with any kind of business. It is also a hassle in New York State, but I have an accountant. I 100% advise paying for an accountant. I think that she saves my life every day. Thank you everyone for that. And who's this next one from? And yes, you should always raid. Whether you're raiding with one person or 100 people, you should always raid. This one's from Time for Vintage. Time for Vintage, thank you so much. Let me follow you. I love your logo. New shop. Oh, only 210 followers. I love all these new people. I'm so excited. Everyone go follow Time for Vintage. Your show is on 3/31. Your pictures are beautiful too. Let me go bookmark all of your shows. What are you going to sell me? Curated vintage and modern pieces with whimsical vibes. I love it. Good morning, Shelby Belby. Um, yeah, I use accountant too, and we only do part-time. Every seller knows how much and how hard you work giving you. Oh, thank you so much. Somewhere in time. That's so nice. I'm glad I scrolled back up to read that. That was so nice of you. I do work a lot. And I felt like a little lazy, but I went to the Vets Club last night. I'm part of the women's auxiliary for the Vets Club. And so I met my stepmother and our friend June at the Vets Club last night for wing night. So that was good. But because of that, I still have 11 orders from yesterday that I have to pack today. But I packed 78, which was good, but I still have 11. But then Whatnot started to not let me see video receipts. So I used that as my excuse to leave. I was like, oh, sorry, can't do my job anymore. Whatnot won't let me. I will take any and all advice as a new shop. Okay, so I'm glad you're here. I have lots of advice. Save a mom. Thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate you. I usually do these. Yes, we are a family full of jarheads. I have 5 brothers. 3 of them are Marines, and my stepfather's a Marine. I usually do these shows on Thursday, but tomorrow I'm doing a big uranium show with my friend Sarah, so I'm doing the show today. Did they approve your membership? Was everyone? Oh, so I got my card, but I have my first meeting on Sunday, and that's when they actually, or next Sunday, the 8th, the 7th, the 8th, 6th, the 6th. That's when they actually like can approve or deny my membership, but they already gave me a card, so I got to use my card when I entered. I already went in because my brother is the host, and then my dad and Monica are both members already. And Monica's already in the auxiliary. This will be her 3rd meeting. So I should be okay, but who knows? I know I should take candy bars. And we yesterday we did the NASCAR board. I bought pull tabs. I have my weekly number. We already are donating so much money every day. We do the button thing for $1. It's a whole thing. Yeah, no, the women auxiliary is the Vets Club is kind of weird. Like it's very tight knit little group, and they don't like other people. Like when Monica first got, they were like, the one lady was like screaming, like, way down it. There's always one. But the president, she's amazing. Bonnie, she's so nice. Every time I walk in, hi, Christine. She's so sweet. She loves us. Monica didn't say goodbye yesterday because my brother picked her up. And so she left without saying bye to Bonnie. And Bonnie was like, I'm going to call her out in the meeting. I'm going to yell at her. It was so cute. Do y'all do the Queen of Hearts? Yes. So that's the weekly number is the Queen of Hearts. And so my number is 81. My dad's is 31. So it was just one. Can I tell you a story? Okay. I don't know if I should, I can share this, right? So if you win the Queen of Hearts, if you have real, Whatnot questions, I will be back to you in just a second. Everyone go follow Time for Vintage. If the Queen of Hearts is you draw a number each week, and then the pot, if you don't get your number, it's the same thing as the number. So with the weekly numbers, every person that's part of the Vets Club gets a number if you want. You have to pay $1 a week, but you have to go there each week to sign your number. And then at the end of the week, they draw your number. If you came there that week and you signed and you paid your $1 and you signed your number and your number's pulled, you win the pot. If you don't, the pot rolls over to the next, rolls over to the next, rolls over to the next. So the pot can get really big. The pot can be $700, $800, whatever. It is like a rule of thumb. If you win anything, you give back to the Vets Club. That's what it's all about. Right? We're raising money for the Vets Club. So the other thing that they do is they have this little thing, and you push the button. It's like a little Yahtzee thing. It's $1 every time. You push the button, and if you get a full house, you get a free drink. If you get a Yahtzee, you get all the money in the pot. So my dad won it a few weeks ago, and it was $80 something. A few months ago, it was $80 something, right? You get up to $500K there. Oh my God, that's so much money. So it was $500, or it was $80, whatever. He bought the whole bar around, and he had and that was $20 because drinks are $2 each. Everyone, thank you so much. I'm going to run another giveaway and then keep telling my story. So who's the next person on that? But I guess last week, because they had a St. Patrick's Day party, they allowed a lot of people to bring guests. You just had to pay $15. Well, someone won it and won $700 and something and did not give back any, did not buy even a round of drinks for everybody, did not donate, you should donate 10%. So you should give back something. Didn't even tip the bartender. So So then they're like up in arms, and I guarantee during my meeting, we talk about they want to make it so that people who aren't part of the club are not allowed to play anymore, because anybody part of the club would have given back something. But I was like, well, that's on the member. So like, even before I was a member, if I was to win and I was there as a guest of my father or a guest of my brother, they would have been like, this is what you do. You have to go tip the bartender, buy the whole bar around for $20 and give back $50. Like, you'd got to do something. I think that's on whoever brought that person with them, but that's just on me. So that was the big scuttlebutt last night. So much drama on the Little Vets Club. I love it. The Kitchen Mushroom sponsored this giveaway, and we're going to go back to working. Buy a cheap food scale for weighing items. Yeah. So they didn't. I also said that. They didn't. They were, I don't want to say too much. They didn't need the money really bad. They just were not that nice of a person. Because that's what my stepmom said too. My stepmom was like, that could have been like the best thing that happened in their life. They needed groceries. Like, it could have been, you don't know their circumstances. And then we were told their circumstances, and we were like, never mind, we take it back. We tried to give them the benefit of the doubt for a minute. So much drama. I like it when I'm like out. Like, I'm not in the drama. Okay, the Kitschy Mushroom. I clicked on you and then I got talking again. Let me follow you. How do I not follow you already? I've watched your shows before. That's just silly. You're on Today at 11. Is that you? You're beautiful. Oh, I like your nose piercing. I had my nose pierced for a little while. That's the way the rich stay rich. Exactly. Sip and shop. I want to do a sip and shop. Everyone go follow the Kitschy Mushroom. I just bookmarked all of your shows. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I watched your YouTube video about shipping labels. Does one not tell you what items are getting bundled? Yes. When you go to print your label, it'll tell you generally everything bundles. Unless the person lives far away, or you manually unbundle it, or you set it up so they don't have to bundle, generally it'll all bundle by itself. And when you go to ship the label, you press a little drop down and it'll tell you all the items that are going in that box. And it'll tell you what label to use. Makes it very easy. It says that I have 17 reviews, but I can only see 7 of them. You only see the reviews where people leave you comments. You can see the other reviews in your analytics. Be careful, it's a very slippery slope. Can sellers really do a smash or ship? Do you have to ship something to the winner? If they buy it, you have to ship something to get payment for it. If you do a smash show and you smash based off tips, you don't need to send anything. Or I saw Thrifted Drew Nicole did a good thing. She sold things to as stickers, so people only had to pay 73 cents. So she just shipped them stickers and smashed whatever they picked. I liked that idea too. I'm a seller. No. Do I plan to? No. Am I still listening? I love you. Thank you for being here. You never know. I'm all over the place. You never know what kind of stuff's going to come out of my mouth. It's not all about, it's not all for sellers. So I appreciate you being here. I will unbundle it. They live far away. I wondered why sometimes it was, yeah. So sometimes if they live far away, it will automatically unbundle. It will, pure entertainment here. Exactly. It will, whatever. It'll, smart bundle. The life stories are my favorite. Thank you. What is smashing it? I've done this like a smash show before. Like I did it for Christmas. I did one not too long ago. It's like a smash or ship. So if I have a bunch of items that have chips in them or like are broken or something, we'll do a smash show. And it's basically like to get rid of some of your, break heads off things. I ship Toasty Gold 4 heads. It gets some aggression out. Sometimes people are like write bad words like F cancer. Or one time, the first smash show I ever went to was when I was going through my separation and someone bought something and all the head is mine. Exactly. And someone bought something. What's up, Fat Shark? House of Daisy, thank you for your tip. I love you. I appreciate you. Someone bought something for me and wrote his name on it, and then we smashed it. So it's like a therapeutic thing. Totally different than the Smasher Pass game we play on the exactly. We do play a Smasher Pass with Old Ephemera in Ho to the Most show. DJ, thank you, Van. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your tips. Also, everyone, the Kitschy Mushroom, thank you so much. That one was from you. Thank you, everyone, for all your tips and purchases out of the Buy It Now. I greatly appreciate all of your love and support. I'm supposed to have like 6 shows today, but this is what we're doing today. Good morning, CLB. How are you? All right, who's the next one from? That one was from the Kitchen Mushroom. Please make sure you're following her. She has a show today at 11. I have my donut. I just want a bite. Today is not Thursday. I am effing with you. Usually I do the show on Thursday, but tomorrow I'm doing a show with Sarah. Sarah's a nurse, and she can only hang out with me on Thursdays. So we're doing a huge uranium show tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. Broke with tats and cats. Man, if I could have a spirit animal, it might be broke with tats and cats. Let me go look at you. I don't have cats, but I have tats. Follow back. Oh, you're on vacation mode. Your shop will be open soon. You're not on vacation mode. You're right here. Oh my God, look how cute your freaking cats are with the tattoos. All right, I'm bookmarking your shows. 2 broke besties that love estate sales and thriftings. Can we be best friends? I feel like you look like you should be my best friend. Seeing how your dad and brothers are at USMC, do you get anxiety? Do they get anxiety when they enter your shop? They do not. It's really funny you say that, actually. If they do, they don't tell me. My stepfather has an office in the back room, and his office is clean. If they do get anxiety, they do not speak about it to me. I may or may not be the favorite, my stepfather's favorite for sure. And my brothers are very chill. Yes, we're best friends now. Yay! Everyone go follow Broke with Tats and Cats. When are you coming back from vacation? It says you're on vacation mode. We are not on vacation. We will change it. Okay, welcome back. Did you enjoy your vacation? What did you do? Tell me about it. Did we just become best friends? Yep. You're welcome, DJ. Do you want to go do karate in the garage? Yep. But yes, my stepfather's office in the back is clean and organized and nicely written on the walls and very put together. The rest of the place, not so much. It does give everyone else that enters here anxiety. It doesn't give me anxiety, though. Hello, the Duo Collective. This is, let's go build bunk beds. Hi. If you're new here, my name's Christine. I have a full store full of stuff. Antiques, collectibles, jewelry, glassware, clothing, a little bit of everything. I am the favorite child. Do you want to, listen, do you want to see a text message I got from my stepfather yesterday? He tells me I'm the favorite child every single day. Every single day of my life, he says I'm the favorite child. And he tells my freaking, but then he said, Aurelia's moving up in the ranks, which is my niece, and so I got to watch out. And he said, he read a quote, and he said, you're pretty awesome. I guess you can be my daughter. And I said, victory. And he said, I bet you were worried. You're the favorite. And then he sent the picture of my niece and said that she's moving up in the ranks. And I was like, knock her back down. But yes, he tells me every day I'm the favorite. He tells all of them I am. But my sister is my mom's favorite, so the boys are screwed. The girls are the favorite. Thank you for your tip. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, my siblings. Well, you know what? They probably don't. But if they are, just kidding. Love you. Yes. Very sweet. Thank you for supporting your veterans. We are a veteran group. Yes. I have so my stepfather was a Marine. I have 5 brothers. 3 of them are Marines. And my grandfathers were as well. So big military family. And then I do this. I sell junk. I was going to make that. Actually, I'm going to send it to them today. I'm sure they won't. They never even answer me. I text my brother the other day that I loved him. And then, so when my cousin died, I text all of my brothers and sisters that I love them. My sister texts back, I love you too. I think one of my brothers said, I love you that day. The next brother said, I love you like the day after. Benjamin sent me a word hunt game that we could play and never said anything back. And Trevor never answered me at all. So I was like, cool. Good talk. I love you too. But I was going to send them, there's that video. There's a trend on TikTok where you do like your siblings' jobs. And I wanted to do that with them, but I don't think they would ever answer me. You sell treasures, not junk. Facts. I sell both, to be fair, but I love trash. I love trash. I have that tattooed on my leg. Hey, cats and tattoos. Do you like my I love trash tattoo? And that's my hodgepodge tattoo. Look, cherry bomb. That was hard. It's yeah, exactly. It's cool shit. All right. Thank you so much. I love that name too. It might be my new favorite name. All right, Bargain Bin Bonanza. BBB. The whole body is a hodgepodge. Facts. My whole body is a hodgepodge. Cindy, everyone please go follow Bargain Bin Bonanza. I am going to go bookmark your shows. We smash things together. Exactly. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Big facts. You have multiple cat tattoos and 5 cats. I love it. I have 0 cat tattoos. Right? I have an owl. I have an owl. I have a bat. I think there's a bat in my haunted house. In that window. There's a bat. No cat. No cat. There's a bat. Ooh, pretty. And then, I have a chicken. I have a chicken shooting a gun in a cowboy hat. I do have some animal tattoos. No cats, though. I do have a chicken. And a ghost. And a ghost with a knife. They fight. My 2 personalities right there. Chicken with a gun, ghost with a knife. And they fight. We got off the rails really far there. Yeah, I'm glad you're cackling. See, I came here to teach you things, and now I'm giving you a tattoo tour. I just got a window that popped up that said I was in a waiting room because the hodgepodge place has a lot of activity. Wait, I'm going to screenshot that. That makes me feel famous. Oh my God, I'm so excited about that. Bucky girl, thank you for the tip. I appreciate you. There's a wait list? Stop it. Stop, whatnot. You silly. You're just trying to boost my ego today. High traffic, popular room. But how come some rooms can have thousands of people in them? Stop. I don't want a wait list. Everybody's allowed in. Bring everybody in. It's a glitch. Crappy. Okay. Does anyone have any other business related questions you'd like to ask me? I was just going to say I know, right? When you categorize your shipping for large, what item do you cap it for $9.21? What weight do you cap it for $9.21? I don't cap anything at $9.21, but if I do a large, it is, I know, isn't the hoodie amazing? Thank you for the tip. Ken Hodge is that bitch. Laura, thank you for the tip. Wait, hold on. We're going to take a selfie with that comment, and then I'm going to answer your question. Smile. Ow. I am Heyo. That just made my day. Thank you so much. Okay. When I go to it did the same thing to me. Just sent you a screenshot. Oh my gosh. You're a fire. Thank you. I love you. I do small, I do miniature, small, medium, large. Miniature 1 to 3 ounces, small 4 to 7 ounces, medium 12 to 15, large 1 to 2. If it's more than 2 pounds, I sell it individually with my custom made profile for 5 pounds. Which video on your YouTube explains gift cards? It is a short time. Thank you for asking. Video is actually a short on my YouTube, which is kind of a pain because it is not in the rest of the YouTube videos for selling. It is in my playlist if you watch all of my playlists, but if you go through my videos, look at It's showing that right now. If you go through my videos, it'll say like whatnot, whatnot. But if you go to my shorts and you scroll to, please hold, this one right here with the little whatnot guy, that one, what's up, Planting Positivity? That one right there, it is only 1.5 minutes long, and that'll show you how to do the gift card settings. You're awesome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Everyone, please go like, follow, comment, whatever. And then let me know what else you want me to make videos on. Today, I'm going to make one. I made one already. I have to edit it. Everyone, please go follow Bargain Bin Bonanza. Thank you. Bargain Bin Bonanza. I do love your name. E-Server, you won that giveaway. It put you in a waiting room. That is so crazy. Come, let everybody in here. Stop putting people in waiting rooms. Hello, Mary Nick. Thank you, Tip Train. Thanks for your support. Thank you for your tip. I appreciate you. Thank you for, again, I always say this, but thank you for finding my time valuable. Every dollar counts. Every dollar is very, very helpful towards my goal of 30K in 30 days, especially since I'm not selling today. Because I am trying to fix my basement. So I super appreciate it. Dog! We're building the wall. Exactly. You have a question, Jenny. What's your question? Doug's estate sale fines. All right. I'm going to follow you. I'm going to tell you right now, Doug, I don't know about Doug, but it's okay. You're a cool dog. I can tell. Ain't no shame in my thrift store game. I need that shirt. That's amazing. Everyone go follow Doug's estate sale fines. You were waitlisted too? What is happening? Cherry sometimes says something will have to go in a box by itself. How do you do that? I am going to make you a video today on how to do that. I went to comment and I was on the wait list. What is happening? What not? Stop it. I don't have slow mode on. Thank you, Mama Chris. Thank you for your tip. That is weird. If you have a huge thrift store. I need that shirt. That's amazing. Repurposed by Becky. Thank you for the tip. Apparently, you can only talk if you send tips. Just kidding. Shameless little plug there. Also, if you write a tip, though, if you write while you send a tip, I can read it after the show. I can't read any comments after the show that you just say, but if you send it in a tip, I can read it after. Just out here panhandling Wednesday morning. It's fine. Okay. I love you. Your first raid train is April 6th. That's exciting. I was going to, tips for shipping and such are amazing, of course, but maybe a video that is more like how to act on live. So if you watch my videos, I made like a 25-minute video of me shipping, Toasty Gold, thank you, of me shipping my jewelry. And also, thank you for your tip. I love you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you for not finding me annoying and just jumping on this Christine needs a dollar train. I'm a big fan of all of you. Thank you at home. So if you, what was I saying? If you watch some of those videos or even the last video I posted, it's like I make etiquette videos. I make questions on what you should do and how to keep people in your room and things like that in just my regular videos, not the shipping help videos, just the regular like frequently asked question videos, or my one big long shipping video is just me answering questions like that. How do you hook up your phone to print labels on a thermal printer? I don't know. I'd use my computer. I do know you can do it with Wi-Fi or Bluetooth with some of them. I don't have a Bluetooth. I hook up my computer, so I have an old-fashioned like cord. Thank you, Peyton Twine. I love you guys. Thank you for making this morning. Thank you for finding me valuable. Thank you for your tips. Thank you for making it so I can sit here longer with you guys and just hang out because I love you. Yes, I know that there are definitely ways you can do it with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. I do not do that. I have just a cord that hooks up from my thing. Seeing a squirrel in the middle of a story by now. No worries. I know. I am a squirrel. Thank you. I caught you $1. Thank you, Shelby. I caught you $1. I use my phone with my Bluetooth, but can also use my computer quicker on the computer. Yes. Everyone, please make sure you're going and following Doug's estate sale finds. Excited to check you out. I love estate sales. I think I need a drink of water. Thank you, Hampton Chick and Mary Nick. I love you. Thank you, Hampton Chick. Do you sell? I'm going to follow you. Thank you for your tip. I appreciate you. I look good. Thank you. Okay. Is this your question, Jenny? I posted items on my page. However, I have not sold anything. Do you have to go live in order to sell things? No. Do you have to? No. I think you should. Yes. This is a social media selling platform. I think if you're going to do stagnant selling, thank you, this and that. I think if you're going to do, thank you, Cherry Bomb, stagnant selling, that that this might not be always the right place. Not saying you shouldn't ever. I have stuff in my marketplace. I have a ton of stuff in my buy it now. Go check it out. But if you're never going to go live, it will be few and far between for now. Do I think eventually this app will continue to grow and continue, and then will start to be a place where people come and put in the search bar and buy things? Yes. Right now, it's mainly live auctions because of the social media part of it. This is considered social media. Yes. $1 tip does go a long way. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Coconut gravy. You won that. You could also promote yourself to be more visible. Yes, I would not advise using the promote feature here, but you can do that. Yep. How long does Whatnot usually take to respond? I need help with a new shipping label because it messed up. They can take up to 48 hours. I had a sale, and he said he Googled and found it in my store. That's amazing. Yeah, see, it's already happening. And I know that, like, I have a friend, a Vintage Pit. I believe a Vintage Pit has said before that she sells stuff out of her marketplace because she doesn't go live anymore, but she used to go live. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate you. I know. I thank you. That was all my things. Thank you. I've sold things too. Yeah, Twin Mom, same thing. He was new to Whatnot. I love that. I love that. What's a cool local seller got to do to get a big raid from you? When are you on? I feel like you're not on when I'm on. Do a daytime show. The marketplace, and I have a video on this. The marketplace, so right now in my store, I have things in my auction, I have things in my buy it now, and I have things in like the giveaway section. Back today after winter. Okay, so you took a break. So how are you gonna get a raid while you're not even working, bro? You can also put things in your marketplace. The only things that I put in my marketplace are things that are like really expensive. You're back today. Okay. Are things that are really expensive, bruh. Things that are really expensive, or things that I don't mind sitting there, or like just to have something in the marketplace. I love it here too. Or really cheap. Right. Exactly. So I don't use the thing with the marketplace though, is if I put it in my shop, like if I put my buy it now, right now, there's a bunch of candy bars in there. All purchase of the candy bars go to help my son's girlfriend's dance troupe. There's a bunch of candy bars in there. I can clone those items to my show in an hour. If they don't sell in right now show marketplace, they just stay there. So thank you. 2 peas in the pod. 2 peas in the pod. Thank you so much. 2 peas in the pod. You're going to get like a whole brick. Thank you so much for your tip. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you, 2 peas in the pod. I know, look at little sad cry faces from Twin Mom. I love you so much. Everyone say thank you to 2 peas in the pod. I appreciate you. I don't like weekend shows. Did you take my tip on the shoes and the flipping? I did. I looked them. I need to order them. Right now I'm barefoot. It's summertime, so now I'm just gonna be barefoot all the time. Thank you. Yes. What was I saying? Something about, I got distracted by the tip. Thank you. Oh, weekends. The biggest, you screenshotted the foot. The biggest days per Whatnot analytics are Wednesday nights and Saturdays. Does that make sense? Yes. Thank you, Sassy. Good morning, Grandpa. Does that make sense? Yes. Does that mean you're going to have more people to compete against? Yes. Is that a bad thing always? Not at all. Do I think that there are more people on this app on weekends because they're not at work or they're not? Yeah, for sure. Do I like weekends? No. Yeah, Wednesday nights. Isn't that weird? I think there must just be a couple big, like either card sellers or something that do Wednesday night shows that drive the analytics up. So Wednesday is great for you. There you go. So I do not like weekend shows. One of two things. One, I told myself that this year I wasn't going to work on Sundays at least so that I could have a day with my family. And I have failed on that because I've done a show almost every single weekend this year so far. And I have one this Saturday and I have one next weekend and I have 2 the weekend after because I suck. But I don't like weekend trains. You hit 5K last night, wake up this morning. I know that happens to me all the time, Diane. It really pisses me off when that happens. So I think that there are a lot more things going on, a lot of trains on the weekends, a lot of people on the weekends. I don't think that it's bad to have a lot more competition. I think that means there's more people on the app. And let's say I'm on and someone's like, oh, I don't want to go on because Christine's on. Well, what if I'm bringing all these people in here and then I start selling paper and everyone hates paper and I'm like, well, come back in a half hour and I'll be done. And all of those people go to look for other shows while I'm selling paper and then come back. That gets you exposure. Like, that's how I try to think of it when I'm running against bigger people. When I have a show scheduled the same time as Toasty Gold and Upcycled by Brie and Philly Flipper, I'm like, oh crap, they're selling all the same things I am. They're gonna take all my people. No, I think of it as they're gonna bring their people in, and hopefully, if they take a break or they get off or whatever, their people are gonna come find me, and then we're gonna share people. It is all about building each other up and building this platform. So try to look at it as, more opportunity and more faces and more people to see, even if you're going on at the same time as some, bigger sellers. Friendly competition, exactly. Swiping spillage is real. I like that. I feel like I need to write that down. Swiping spillage. I have ADHD. Too many people in my show can cause smoke to come out of my head. Yeah, that it gets like that. Plus people jump around during shows for sure. So I get that. Good morning, the jewelry. I have ADHD. Shocker. I know you wouldn't believe that. And sometimes, because I try to do really well with reading the chat, and sometimes the chat goes so fast. It's not about the number of people in the room. It's about exactly, just need a couple good buyers. Sometimes I get upset when the chat's going so fast and I can't read it because I like to be on top of it and I like to read things, but I think it also helps with my ADHD when there are so many people, because it makes me jump around. As long as you don't get annoyed by me, I like it, but I can totally see we're having too many people. And that's why, do you suggest new sellers promote their shows in the beginning? No. Is there a place on Whatnot where you can get a printout of what you spent? Yes. In your analytics and your sales, on your thing. So you're saying size doesn't matter, size of the chat. No, the thicker the better. Size doesn't matter. I don't know. I've done some different things today. So I have two. I don't want to know. Yeah, exactly. I have two phones. Sometimes I'm watching two shows. I do the same thing. Often I do that. So like yesterday, I'm not running anything today. I'm talking about Whatnot. There are lots of things in my buy it now if you'd like to go shopping though. So I was watching the women empowerment train on my iPad, but then I got sent a link to Tranquility Antiques show on my phone. So I clicked on her show on my phone. I said thicker. And then I was watching Brie on my phone. So you watch three there. Exactly. So I was watching someone, and my shop is so big. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Christine. I have a full store full of stuff: antiques, collectibles, jewelry, glassware, clothing, a little bit of everything. So I generally am working over in this corner by my computer, but I'll have my iPad plugged in right here. So I will be watching someone over here on my iPad, and my phone will be over by my computer watching someone else. So I'm all over the place. I'm also in a lot of people's shows all the time, and I'm in incognito mode, so you can't see I'm there. Is there analytics on spending or just buyers if you don't sell yet? Both. You can get both. I pull my analytics only at the end of the year. Hello, the farmhouse fire. I pull my analytics at the end of the year to see how much I spent just for tax purposes. And then you run to it when something funny happens. And people say my name all the time, and I'll run to it. Or I watch Moonrise is on almost every day, and almost every day I end up in Moonrise show, and I just listen to her. Yesterday I was doing an auction, and I had you over in that corner because I was taking pictures, and you were way too far away for me to talk to. And I was like, what? And you were doing paper. You were doing pick 4 or pick 6 paper or whatever. And I couldn't even we were too far away for anytime you said something funny. I couldn't even run over there. What do you print off to keep track of your sales? It is in your sales history. You can do a PDF file in your sales history off your computer. I don't know how to do it off your phone. What are your starting price strategy? Do you low starting price? I start everything at $1. Do I think you should do that? Only if you can afford it selling for $1. Do I hate the people that are Never start anything at $1. You people are stupid. You ruin the world, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I hate those people. Get off Facebook. I need to get off Facebook. I start everything at $1. Here's the thing. I lose money sometimes, for sure. I 100% lose money on some items when I start things at $1. I also make things. I need to get off Facebook. I also make money when I start things at $1. Because I purchase entire houses, I purchase entire estates, I purchase entire collections. I generally, if I purchase this trailer out front full of stuff, can't see it because the sun is actually out today. That trailer out front is full of stuff in a house. If there's 20,000 items in that trailer and I purchased it for $5,000 and I sell everything at $1, I'm still making $1,500, right? So it is a different, depending on how you're buying is how you're selling. The judgment part, I will never judge you for selling something for how much you need to get for it. If you paid $5 for this and you need to sell it for at least 10 to make a couple bucks, I will not judge you for that. Also, don't judge me if I sell things for at $1. I think that I love in-person auctions. I like an auction. If I was going to do stagnant selling, I would do it on other platforms. If I wanted to take pictures, write a description, clean things, I don't clean anything. I pull it out of a box and I sell it. If I wanted to do, yes, I am. So I'm technically, I also do in-person auctions through Hybid. So I'm technically am an auctioneer. If I wanted to do stagnant selling, I would do it on other platforms where I could make more money or where I didn't mind sitting on it for 6 months. If I bought something and I paid $50 for it, but it's worth $500, I'll post it here even maybe in my buy it now for a lot of money. I have a thing of bears that's in my buy it now right now that I got that are worth like $5.99 on another platform. I think I have them $3.99 in this platform, which is still a good deal, but I will not run that at $1 because I can't risk selling it for $10, right? But I like the auction side of it. That is what I love about this platform. Now, I made the mistake one time 2 years ago when I met the people from Whatnot at Springfield, Ohio. I said something about this being the biggest live auction platform, and they said, no, it's the biggest sales. They reworded me because they do not want to be known as just a live auction platform. It is a live auction platform, but they also want to know you can buy things out of your buy it now. You can buy things out of the marketplace. It's not just auctions. But the auction part is what I like about it. I love in-person auctions. I love a fight. I love a bid war. I love people excited to buy something and not just, I have this for $47. Would you like this for $47? Sold. I have this for $150. This is $150. Sold. No, I like all right, I'm gonna list this right now for $1. All right, it's at $2. Who'll give me $3? Who'll give me $5? And then watching an auction. That's the part that I like about it. So I like to start things at $1, even when I take the risk of it selling at $1. That is my opinion. If you want to sell things for full price, by all means. I've seen people be very successful selling things at full price. I have seen people start everything at $5. Start everything at $6. Cherry Bomb starts everything at $6. I love that. Super smart. I wish that I would have done that at like $3 and then I wouldn't feel so bad. Like when I do jewelry, I start everything at $2. Do whatever you need to do. It does talk money. Yeah, $2. Hi, Harry Tornado. Start everything at $2. You start things at whatever you want to start them for, but we're all grown-ups. You do whatever you want. Just don't be so judgy or miserable or bitchy on other platforms if people don't do what you do. I would love to do auctions, but my handmade jewelry, I would lose money. But my ADD, maybe that's what it is. My ADHD likes the rush of the jewelry, but I totally get that. But do it once in a while. Do it like if you like it. Don't do it all the time because we don't want you to lose money. But maybe once in a while, throw in a piece that you can start at $1 just to see if you get, or do it when you get a raid or something like that. Test the waters. Exactly. Make jewelry. A whole bunch of stuff for free and still start at $2 because I need shipping materials. Exactly. Well, that's the other thing too, and I talk about that in my video, is about where you get your shipping supplies. I spend thousands of dollars a month on bubble wrap and tape and labels and even getting used boxes and everything. And paper things still cost money. I upcycle clothes and make charm necklaces. That's fun. Hardest part in handmaking, and the handmade category is only like a year old, so it's still growing. Do what makes you comfortable. I agree. Don't come up. Yeah, and that's the other thing. And people will say this all the time. You got to be yourself, and you'll find your tribe. You'll find your people. Like Moonrise said, she does shows. You don't need 85 people in your show. You need a couple of good buyers. You need a couple of good people. And if you want to start things at $5 and everything sells at $5, or like I saw a comment on Facebook. I need to get off Facebook. I saw a thing on Facebook today where someone was complaining because they were buying things from this person and then more people started coming in. So then they started losing things because it was an auction. Hey, that's me. Yeah, you. Because it was an auction. And I was like, you are an idiot. That's what we do here. Like, how are you getting mad at the person selling you things when you're losing things? It's an auction. It's an auction. And as a broke baddie, that's what I'm going to say. I like to leave the comment, if you're broke, just say that, because that's how I feel. Now I am broke, so I'm just talking shit about to myself, but you can't get mad. Like if someone requests, that's why I hate like the request thing. Like, oh, send me, if you want a request, for sure. You can request anything, but it broke. Exactly. You can request anything, but if it sells for more, if you request this, the rest of my donut right here, if you request I run this and I started at $1 and then you lose it to Toasty Gold because he buys it for $3, don't yell at me. I requested that. I wanted that. Sure did. You should have bid more. Exactly. You should have bid more. To read your room, pivot when necessary, for sure. But a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people aren't that smart. You're very smart for doing that. A lot of people don't know how to pivot. Oh, my donut. My donut. I know, right? I'm not the join the Facebook one on page. I'm afraid. Yeah, don't do it. Your analytic in your on a computer. If you go to your purchase history on your computer, that should tell you. It is terrible, and I try not to. I definitely can't read it at night. Oh, I'm bad at packaging paintings. Ask Amy. Amy bought a painting from me one time. I couldn't package it so much. I had to drive it to Ohio, and she had to fly from Ohio back to Colorado with it. It was terrible. I can't. I'm bad at packaging paintings. Pool noodles. That's a good idea. It was bad. So, yes. So sometimes I laugh. This morning, I read a comment, and it was so dumb, but it was like, you will not get this if you do this. Fun fact or something, like trying to inform people. And all I wanted to write on there was like, you're wrong or you're incorrect, ma'am. Because first of all, I want to say, just shut your mouth. I think one of the best, I know I talk a lot. Yeah, the Facebook pages are not affiliated with Whatnot. I know I talk a lot, right? I object, Your Honor. Incorrect, sir. I know I talk a lot, but one of the most important things that my father ever taught me was to shut up, right? So when I worked at Lowe's for a long time, and I would sit in these meetings with 50 men, and I would sit there and they would all just be over each other. And I would speak when spoken to or when I had something intelligent to say. I didn't just need to input myself into everything. And the amount of people who get on there and are just like, well, this is no, you're wrong. You sound stupid. You're ignorant. Quiet. Shh. Shh. Just shh. Stop. I want to no. So usually I saw it. I went to comment and I just kept scrolling because it's not worth my time, right? Keep your mouth shut. I love you. But sometimes I can't help myself. And also, if it's nighttime and I've had a couple drinks, I want to tell them they're dumb. I want to get on and go, actually, you're incorrect. Actually, this is what you should do. And I'm always very politically correct. And I never want to, and usually if they're just wrong in a nice way where they're trying to learn, I will help, or I will try to say something, or I will try to teach them something, or I will invite them here. But sometimes they're wrong and ignorant and need to be just sit down. You're 100% incorrect. Please be quiet. You know who is one of my favorite people that does that is Harry Tornado. Josh will get on, and almost every single time, if I'm reading something really stupid and there's any comments and I look, he's one of them. And I'm always like, oh, I don't even have to say anything because Josh already did it. I don't even have to say anything because I know for a fact Harry Tornado already schooled them, and I'm just gonna read whatever he wrote and liked. Facts. Weak men do dislike pretty women in authority, and strong men love strong women. That's why I said this yesterday during the women's show. Any man that sits here and listens to me and has any like positive input and is you are the type of men we want in our lives, because if you can listen to me spout off and say all this shit and you're still like, yeah, girl, you are it. You are never the men I am speaking about. You are the good ones, and we appreciate you. Now, to the dozen of you on here, I love your husband. Thank you. Dozen of you on here just trolling me or waiting to send screenshots or stupid things to your friends. Enjoy this video of me eating a donut. It was really good. I love you. I received an order that was not mine, but it had a label on it. It was marked delivered. Was it from me? Because I did that the other day on accident. I crack you up. Thank you. Contact Whatnot and tell them it wasn't yours or it was incorrect. I did that the other day. I mess up sometimes. I'm human. Remember last week when the guy came in and he was like, you run a business? And I was like, yeah, I run 2 actually. Thank you. Pretty successfully. Thank you for your wise ass bitchy comment. To listen to you, any comments like he's on the conversation. I love it. I'm talking to him. Showing you is fun. You pay me well to do it. Good. Alabama Matthew. I'm glad. I pay y'all to be my friend, really. Hello, Holiday Pelly. Your power went out? Shit, Dorothy, why? I hope my power doesn't go out here. I don't think my power's out at home. Hey, not Thursday. Let's see if I got an email from... I didn't get an email from National Grid. Hopefully my power doesn't go out. Maybe did someone hit a pole by you or something? Good morning from Tennessee. Good morning. Did you set up the Ring camera in the basement? No, because I had a one that had a battery and not a plug-in, and then it didn't have a battery in it. So I got to take one of my plugins from here and bring it home. I was so mad. I was like, what the hell is this? It was weird. As a new seller, it's so important to learn from the pros like you. Oh, I'm a pro. Yeah. Thank you. I just want to do a live and tell people buy my shit. Yeah. FYI, you're dope. Thank you. I love you. Did you send my Instagram? Did you buy a Home Depot? I bought the other one. Sometimes Christine is a true group. Thank you, Kyla. That's so nice. I try to help. I try to be helpful. I'm a professional donut eater for sure, from way back. I try to... Did you see a ghost behind me? My ghosts have been out of control lately. I think they're mad about my basement. You have? What kind of device equipment do you recommend for someone just starting out? You can start off with just your phone, right? I have you on my iPad, and then I run things from my phone. I suggest a larger screen, so I like, he will be walking through and be like, is that Christine? I love that. That makes me happy. I like having my iPad because my space is super haunted and my house is haunted. So I live in a 300 and something year old house that used to be part of the Underground Railroad, and it is super haunted. And I think I bring them here with me. So I like to have my iPad because the screen is bigger, so it's easier for me to read. So I catch more of the chat. New York is super haunted. You should investigate. I have videos on my TikTok of my, I have some ghost tours on my TikTok. I've done a few on here. They're on Instagram or they're on YouTube. But I did, cause I have like an old maid's entrance that we did that on Saturday. I went down and I showed you videos of my old maid's entrance and the basement that I'm trying to fix. I'm trying to build a wall. That's what all the tips and sales for the next 30 days, because my basement is dirt floor basement with like cobblestone walls and the wall is caving in. So it's making my basement flood, which is making it so that Travelers Antiques, thank you for the raid. So that's what we're trying. My daughter heard a bang and neighbor has no power. Oh, I bet like a transformer or something blew. I sage my home once a month. I sage my home. So my ghosts aren't mean generally. They're just loud and active. So like we see them walking, they shut my doors, they turn my lights on, my refrigerator. Everyone will follow Travelers Antiques and get this giveaway from him. Thank you. After I scheduled, create a product and then pin. Yes, that is correct. Using the video feed to help with packing glitchy Wi-Fi made it so confusing. Looks like the song. Yes, that's why the kids are not scared. That's why I say their name. If you see when I run things, I'll be like, and this is Cherry Bomb, thank you so much for your purchase. Cherry Bomb, that's coming to you. If you see that, one, because I have like a little bit of an autistic brain, and if I repeat things 2 or 3 times, I can usually remember. And 2, when I go to watch the video receipt, even if it doesn't match up with the, I'm confusing the shit out of you. If it doesn't match up with the video specifically, I can just watch the video, but I can hear myself while I'm holding it say their name, and then that way I will make sure who wins what. Gotta go, but thank you for the tips. You're very welcome. I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you. So, in my house. So like my refrigerator has one of those things where you touch the screen and it like turns on, and the light turns on all the time, like someone's touching it. Or like one time I was playing Katy Perry. One time, like my son's TV will turn on upstairs and be super loud. Windows will fling open, doors will open, things will walk. Katy Perry, yeah. I have a Nest thermostat, or it's a smoke detector that's motion censored, and the light will turn on and off like something's walking past it. When I first moved in my house, my friend Sarah and her mom were helping me move in on 2 separate things. Said they saw someone that looked like a colonel, like walking from my living room into my bathroom. I have barn doors on my bedroom, and sometimes the door will like shut, and I'll be like, it's just the wind, and then it'll like fling open the other way. The other day I was sitting on the couch and my front door flew open. And it was like, and it's locked. My front door is always locked, so we don't use that door. We use the side door. So my front door flew open. And what else happens? Every time I hear people walk, like my kids were gone last week on spring break, and I was sitting in the living room and I can hear like people walking upstairs. It scared me so much the other day that I thought someone was actually in my house, and I just went to bed. I was like, okay, I'm going to bed. Good night. And I went into bed and I turned my fan on. I turned my TV all the way up and I went to bed because I was like, well, we're just going to pretend this isn't happening. Murder me in my bed if you want to, but if you are not real. So it happens. Mirror facing doors or windows, anything. No, so it's usually not bad. The ghosts at my brother's house that used to be the first house that I bought, they're scary. They have scared us. They wake us up in the middle of the night. I tell the story of my brother when he was in bed and with a girl, and then the doorbell was going off, and she was like, do you have to get the door? And he was like, I don't have a doorbell. And she was like, got scared and ran away. One time, so my brother, when he got out of the Marine Corps, he lived with me, and I used to travel a lot for work. I was gone. I was in Connecticut, and he texted me at like 1:30 in the morning. I didn't see it. So in the morning I was like, what's up? And he goes, were you home last night? And I said, no, I'm in Connecticut. And I said, why? And he goes, in the middle of the night, his room was in the back. He goes, there was a boom, 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 boom. He goes, it was so loud. I thought someone was in the house. He goes, I looked in the basement. I walked all around the house, thought it was kids. Couldn't find anything. Scared him so much, he got up, went to the gym. He's like, I'm leaving. I'm out. Went to the gym at 2:00 in the morning. So then the next day or 2 days later, my kids used to sleep in the living room in that house. We were laying in bed. All of a sudden we hear it again. It's like, bang, 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 wicked loud. My brother comes out of the back room. He's like, I told you. Scared the crap out of the kids. Kids got up, got in my bed. We walked around the whole house, looked everywhere, couldn't find where the noise was coming from. In that house is like possessed, and the people that bought it. So I bought it 10 years ago. I sold it to my brother when I bought my new house. The people that sold it to me came to my brother like a year ago. He was selling a lawnmower outside, and they were talking to him. They're like, we bought this house. We lived here for a couple months. I just heard something. We lived here for a couple months, and my wife got so scared here, she refused to live here, and we had to move. He said that there's like there used to be like a mirror above the fireplace, and that it flew off one time. It was like glued to the thing, flew off one time. upstairs, my brother said one time, I have a video on my TikTok. You should go try to find it. He said that he woke up. He lives downstairs. My kids' rooms were upstairs. We haven't lived there in 7 years. He said one time he like blacked out and woke up upstairs in the bathroom, and he felt like something was like possessing him upstairs, and there was a doll in one of the rooms. He's like, creepy shit happens at that house all the time. But that house is scary. My house is not scary. My house is like just a lot of people. There's a lot of ghosts in my house, but my ghosts are usually nice. That house, I used to have to yell at them. But that house used to be a doctor's office, so I feel like a lot of people died there that didn't want to die. Maybe my house, I think just, I don't know, normal people died. I don't know. It was part of the Underground Railroad. There's like chains and stuff in the basement. It's very creepy, but I think it was like a good thing. So they're like happy ghosts. I don't know. He was not drinking. So anyway, there's my couple of ghost stories. It is a lot of history in both houses. I know. It's like, I don't even know. Everybody, go follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. On my TikTok, I tell a lot of my ghost stories, and I tell a lot of, like my squatter story on TikTok too. So many bones are you going to find? I know. We don't talk about it, Shelby, because I don't want my house to be, we don't need people digging around in my house, because we have fixed lots of things. We do not speak about what we find. If you dig up bones, make sure to put them back. Exactly, Kimberly. I got banned from TikTok. You got banned for, what'd you do? Story time. Thank you for the 4 people who shared my live. I appreciate you. If everyone would take a look at my buy now, see if there's anything you would in there. Giving you lots of thank you. Have a good day. I appreciate you. I have always had ghosts around me, but never bad ones. Yeah. So I think I always have had ghosts around me too. I've had bad ones, and you know what's crazy? Oh, here's another thing about bad ghosts. So I used to have my Aunt Mickey. My Aunt Mickey died like 12 years ago, I think. No, it had to be longer than that, because it was before the kids. Like 15 years ago, my Aunt Mickey died. Aunt Mickey was cremated, and she was put in a box. Aunt Mickey travels. We're a little weird. I feel like I should preface this by saying my family's a little weird. Aunt Mickey travels all over the place. So we would bring Aunt Mickey to like Thanksgiving. We would bring her to family reunions. We'd bring her to like weddings and stuff. Well, Aunt Mickey lived with me for years in that house. And one time my son got like, my Aunt Mickey was super smart, and she used to do the crossword all the time. And so when Cole would do really good in school, he would be like, "Oh, my Aunt Mickey helps me," and they'd be like, "Oh, that's awesome," not knowing Aunt Mickey is in a box. Like, we just would say that Aunt Mickey was so smart because Aunt Mickey helps us in the house or whatever, do smart things. So Aunt Mickey used to travel with us. Well, Aunt Mickey lived in my house for a long time, in that house. When Aunt Mickey lived there, we had no issues. We had no mean ghosts, no bad ghosts, no nothing. Aunt Mickey, I know, when my cousin Eli went to college, he wanted to take Aunt Mickey with him. So I gave Aunt Mickey to him. And after Aunt Mickey left, that is when we started to get like the bad energy and the bad ghosts and stuff. That was in my old house, in Ben's house. So I think like usually we have good energy around us, but in that house there was bad energy, and Aunt Mickey kept it away for a while. But when Aunt Mickey left, I know Aunt Mickey's gonna come back. My grandcat will run out there. It gives me, oh my gosh, when I had the dogs. So when my dogs were, when my dogs were alive, they would do that all the time. They would run, or they would look, and my cats would do the same thing. And sometimes they would just be standing there, or Tovin would like growl, and Tovin would never growl at anybody. You could literally, my kids would pull on his face and ride on his back and run, and he would never ever raise. And sometimes he would just be like, and I'm like, oh my God, go away. And so I'm yelling at the dogs. I'd be like, go away, because I know what they're growling at, but we're not going to do that. Like, I can't do anything about what you're growling at, so you got to go away. Spectrums and services out till 1:30. Oh no, I hope that doesn't happen here. So it's not, oh yeah, I am legit on the edge of my seat, man. I love you. I mimic, so there's this one that's just off, and that's creepy. Yeah, that would creep me out. For the most part, my ghosts are good. Okay. How long have I been on? An hour and a half? That's not bad. I did okay. I didn't sell a lot, but it's all right. I have to pack the rest from yesterday. Yeah, we're totally woo folks. We're whack jobs over here. Welcome. I hope you like it here. We're here. It freaks my hubby out when they touch him. Yeah. So my ex was a huge dude, right? So, like 6'5", 350, whatever. It used to scare him so bad. One time, the time that the window flew open above the maid's entrance and my son's TV turned on really loud, he grabbed his, oh, thank you so much for the tip. Thank you, Molly. Talk is cheap. He grabbed his gun. Zebra lover, thank you for your tip. I love you. And he ran upstairs and he like checked the whole thing, and he came back downstairs and put the gun away and left. He's like, I'm out. I can't be it. This is terrible. He got so scared. Exactly. I think it makes sense with the stuff we buy and sell too. Oh my gosh, like 2 years ago, no one's going to remember this. I had those little cars and I was selling the little cars, and then one of the I was doing something and I like walked away and one of the cars went and like drove away. Remember that? Oh, and then I shipped it to somebody. I was like, you get the haunted car. But I think that it totally makes sense. The coffee caramel's good. I think it totally makes sense with the stuff that we buy and sell that we would have spirits or things attached to a lot of things. I do get creeped out. My mom, when we go to auctions or houses or estate sales, if we get a bad vibe, like my mom told, if we get a bad vibe and we go in there, we won't buy anything. And I think that there was one house. Remember I told you it was Arlene. Do you remember Arlene's stuff? When Arlene's husband came here and he was bringing me the things, and we were like, and we got real good. Like I was like, we got good vibes about her. We got good, like she would have liked us, and she was so happy that her stuff was going to people that love. Like I feel like we did Arlene justice and we made her happy. But we can totally, like, if we get bad vibes, your name is Arlene. I love that. When we get bad vibes off things, we just won't buy it, or we will just leave. Like if we go to an estate sale, we'll be like, nope, sorry. I have like 100. You have 100 mirrors? Oh my gosh. Paisley Chicken, thank you for your purchase of the Buy It Now. Bought a rocking chair home in my kids' room, and 3 kids woke up crying with nightmares. Oh my Lord. Thank you, sisters, for the tip. I appreciate you. You rescue pieces. So many things happen with a painting. Hi, Diane. Good morning. How are you? Mirrors have seen some stuff. Isn't that crazy? Paisley Chicken, thank you for purchasing the candy bars. Isn't that crazy to think like the mirror? I never thought about mirrors that way. You don't buy clocks. I mean, I buy anything, but I totally get where mirrors or paintings or pictures, mirrors are portals, clocks are haunted. If I get a bad vibe on something, I won't buy it. But Cherry Bomb, I think that's hilarious that you own so many mirrors. What did you say, Molly? Are you talking crap? I brought a man home once, and now my house is haunted by 3 of his demons spawn. Hummingbird, thank you for your tip. I appreciate you. You sage everything when you bring it home? That's pretty funny. I'm a realtor and have come to get the pics ready to post twice. I have had to go back because spirits show up on the walls. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's so creepy. We demolish houses and my husband always enjoys breaking the mirrors. Freaks people out. Yeah, that is weird. That was Molly. That was Border Thrift. She's a hoot. Go follow her. Hello, Small Town Crafty. I sage and don't bring inside beforehand. I had a ton of things to the jewelry I bring to the house. That's awesome. You could be looking in a mirror thinking it's your coat hung up, and then bam, it moves. I feel like that's happened to me for sure. Things move and that happens. That happens on video sometimes. I've also sometimes I freak myself out. Use sage. I know. So I think I need to do something more than sage in my house, but I'm not trying to get rid of, they're fine as long as they're just chill. I have been a bad vibe sale lately. Did not buy anything. We walked out immediately. A few weeks later, found out the entire family murder scene. See, sometimes you get the vibes and you're like, nope, this is not it. We got to go. Have a great day. Thank you, at home. Second out things in my house. Yeah. Look around and be like, yeah, no. My closet, and it has no mirror or no doors. I know, we need popcorn. This was fun. This turned into a fun thing. Ask the ghost to go to get busy and fix the basement. Facts. I think they're mad that the basement keeps flooding. They're either mad the basement keeps flooding, or someone said they're mad because I keep draining their indoor pool. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Congratulations. No, I switched it today because I have a big show tomorrow. Do you think the sage stick packs, whatever you buy on eBay are good to buy. I feel like any sage is good to buy, but I feel like I would want to buy it from like a real witch. You have to use sage smudged right, windows and doors, the vibes, then good herbs in the windows, and keep water usually signifies emotional messages. So they're trying to talk to me. Did we have a fro Wednesday? Yesterday, wigs. Did we have a fro? Are you talking about my hair? It tamed because I slept on it, but it's still it actually doesn't look that bad at the day after. Except for my my hairstylist said she saw my TikTok. She said, "Yes, I'm stalking you. When are you coming to get your roots done?" So now I have a hair appointment. Not next Thursday, but the Thursday after. But I kind of tamed it. I did put some spray in it before I went to bed because it was a little out of control. So it did look huge yesterday because it was the first day I washed it. What is the best way to promote your first show? On your other, she lives in purchase a VIP pass. I know. You are Moon Sky. You're talking to the person who purchased a VIP pass at a haunted museum. She lives with us. I did purchase the VIP pass at we went, me, Moonrise, Moon Sky, we went to a haunted museum in Las Vegas, and I purchased the VIP pass so that I could go into like the basement and I could crawl through this freaking creepy thing. It was pretty awesome. It was fun. I would totally do it again. Best way to promote your first show is to promote on your other forms of social media if you have it. Facebook, the basement, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the things. In other shows where people allow you to promote, when they say, "Hey, everyone, promote now," don't just go into shows blindly and promote yourself, but when they offer it to you, take that time. I would post your show out. I love Vegas. I would post your show out for a few weeks so you can start getting bookmarks. Go to a bunch of the community chats like this one. Michelle's Deals, De-Archivist, A Reworker's Passion, Sassy Vintage Chick, Philly Flipper. Go to people that do chat shows and just be active in the chat. Talk to them and build your community organically. Tell jokes. Try to be funny in the chat. That's what Molly does. Board to Thrift all the time. The CIA in Hyde Park head ghost. I friggin' bet. Get your name known. Facebook shut my daughter's Facebook for sharing, which is odd. I share mine there. Interesting. She tries for sure. Molly thinks she's funny. She tries. How much do you think your Instagram helps for sending out followers to Whatnot account? 1%. I had zero other social media when I started Whatnot. About 6 months after starting Whatnot, I created an Instagram. I've had today's my 3-year anniversary of my Facebook. So I guess I had my Facebook for 6 months before I had Instagram. About 6 months into Whatnot, I started Instagram. And then I just started my YouTube a year ago. So I don't think you need other forms of social media. And my TikTok is not business friendly. I've had my TikTok for years, but I just started posting business content on my TikTok. My TikTok is mainly bad dating stories, ghost stories, and my unhinged views on life. So only follow my TikTok if you don't mind swearing. And so I don't think you need other forms of social media. I've had very few people say, "Hey, I'm from YouTube." Hello, YouTube, if you're watching. Thank you for being here. "Hey, I'm from YouTube." "Hey, I'm from Instagram." "Hey, I'm from TikTok." For a refresh, IG shadow bans. Oh yeah, for sure. So I have had very few people from my real life say that they're here from those other forms of social media. But anything is better than nothing, right? So one person is better than zero. So if I get one person from my other forms of social media because I share it, come over here, I will be happy. I do think that me sharing my other platforms here has helped, especially with my YouTube. I did hit my 3,000 hours. Now I have to get to 4,000 and I have to be approved for a bunch of stuff, but whatever, we'll get there. But I do think it helps as a whole eventually, right? Yeah, MySpace. I miss MySpace too. I do think that, but I think it is more of a building. You have to still build the platforms organically and hope they all tie together than really, like, unless you have a giant following. So like Thrifted Home Co. has like 200,000 followers on Instagram. And I know people all the time over here are like, "Oh, I followed Thrifted Home Co. from there." Perfect. I feel like the bigger your platform on other places, you're going to have people obviously come with you, but it's not like needs to be together. Yeah, Tom abandoned us. F you, Tom. Learned how to code on there, right? He sold out. I mean, I don't blame him. I would have got out of this game years ago too, or you'll be like the rest of them today, which are just creepy billionaires. Scary. He got his money and got out. Smart man. That's what I want to do. I need to build a program, make a bunch of money, and peace out. You never see me again. I'll go live in the woods somewhere with my ghosts. My ghosts. Just kidding. You're my best friends. I don't know what I would do without you. Always be my friend, though. He did say that. He lied. Maybe he's still our friend. He's going to be one of those people that, like, when Facebook goes down or something, he's going to just pop in and be like, like the guy from Blue's Clues, who like made a TikTok just to say, hey, how are you guys? Are you all right? And we were like, where are you been? You abandoned us. Steve. Yeah, Steve from Blue's Clues. That's what Tom's going to do. Tom's going to be like, I never stopped being your friend. Tom, we need you. I know. Steve was great. Till then, it's feet pics and whatnot revenue. Facts. Listen, this house thing is pushing me right over the edge. And every time I say it, I think it's so funny because I'm like, I'm this close. I don't think so. I'm like this close to like feet. I don't judge anybody for selling anything. I just came in, Tom from MySpace. My daughter's so excited. Me too. Steve did not. The other guy did. The other guy did. Every time I say that though, like one of the ladies on Joe, thank you. One of the ladies on here will like send me a message or send me a tip and say, please don't start an OnlyFans. I'm not going to start an OnlyFans, but we were just ignoring Blippi. Yeah. Isn't he a creep? He's a creep, isn't he? Oh no, I was comparing him to the Subway guy. The Subway guy is the creep. They're all Jared. Yeah, Jared, the Subway guy. I went through a Subway phase, which I heard was an autistic thing. And I was like, what the hell? Or a neurodivergent thing. I was like, that makes sense. Yeah, he is. Chat. So you have to sell only one category per show. No. You can sell anything you want. If you sell vintage decor, so like in my vintage decor shows, I can sell glass and miniatures and animals and ceramics and all sorts of stuff. If you sell in storage unit category or estate sale category, you can literally sell a Celsius and then a bag of whatever and then some 409. You can sell whatever you want. If you are going to do just one category, I think you should schedule your show in that category. I think that helps you gain followers. So if you're just going to sell jewelry, schedule in the jewelry category because you'll get jewelry people. If you're going to just sell comics, sell in the comic book category because you're going to get just comic people. But if you're going to sell comics, jewelry, glassware, sell in storage units. The food obsession phase is real. I told a girl once I do it and she's like, you have ADHD. I was telling someone that the other day because I'm like, I went through a Subway phase and they're like, what's a Subway phase? And I'm like, oh, I ate Subway every single day for 9 months. And they were like, what? And I was like, oh yeah, I would go to Subway every single day and I would eat the exact same sub from the exact same Subway for 9 months. And they're like, oh no, you are autistic. And I was like, oh, that's a thing. Okay. Like when I'm done selling watches today, then I'll do other stuff to people who are still there. Yeah, exactly. Quick question. If I select $9.21 shipping, is it required to ship in a flat rate box? No. It'll just charge you more if it is over the $9.21 and you want to send it in a regular box. It'll charge you more. Get approved for different stuff. I'm approved and it says I'm approved to sell cards. Yeah, so you can sell anything except for luxury, cards. There's a couple categories where you need approval. Everything else you can sell without approval. Hold on. I can look because I just saw that what I was approved for the other day. Seller status. Yeah. So I am approved to sell everything except for surprise sets in sneakers and streetwear, luxury bags and accessories, surprise sets in bags and accessories, and pallet sales. So you have to apply to sell that. Is in your seller status in your, like if you go to your things and you go to seller status, but you can sell anything else. But if I want to sell any of those categories, you have to be approved. And that's because I think the pallet sales are full pallet sales. I don't think it's pallet merchandise. I think you have to get approved to sell full pallets, like to be a pallet vendor. I believe. I'll double check. I'll apply. Oh gosh, that's obvious. No, it's not obvious. Nothing's obvious. I love you. Thank you. If it is max 921 up to 5 pounds and I buy 5 things that are less than a pound, am I still going to be charged 5 things less than a pound total or less than a pound each? If it's less pound total, then no. If it's less than a pound each, then yes. Can you sell one-off designer bags? No. So technically, you are not supposed to sell anything designer, even if you find it in a storage unit live while you're supposed to pull it aside. Correct. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to pull it aside, have it authenticized. You're supposed to make sure that it's authentic, apply, and then sell it. Cated. You're supposed to get it cated. You're supposed to make sure that it's real. You're not supposed to say, I don't know if it is. It could be not. We'll sell it. You're not supposed to say things like that because it's giving the hello RM Garms. Thank you so much for the raid. Let me follow you. Thank you for coming over here. I appreciate you. Was today your first show? You sold 4 things. You have 17 followers. I love you. Thank you for the raid. So, because it can give the illusion that it is real, right? So like if I hold up a Louis Vuitton and I'm like, oh my gosh, a Louis Vuitton. Well, I don't know if it's real. I didn't check the stitching or I don't know anything about anything. I'm just going to sell it as is. And then someone pays $400 for it, which is a wonderful deal for a Louis Vuitton if it's real, and it's a shit deal if it's not. That person can go back and say, hey, they sold me this and it's not real. And then you can get banned. Not worth your account. And that's the same thing for like Rolexes, any large luxury, large amounts of money. You are supposed to make sure that it's authentic before you sell it. Exactly. Fella in the alleyway sold it to me. It looked legit. I don't care. I'll rock a fake. I have a fake Louis Vuitton. Yeah, I paid $7 for it at a gas station. I love it. I like it because it's a big, thick, heavy bag. $7. Big fan. Don't worry. At some point, I'm going to magically pull it out of a box and not know if it's real and sell it to you for $500. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. I paid $7 for it. I heard earlier, what size shirt do you wear? This is a large, I believe, or an extra large, maybe. Whatnot is hard to buy luxury items. I bought a Louis Vuitton wallet, looked great, and stream arrived all cracked on you. Yeah, so it's a luxury designer bag, I believe, is above. It is not like a Michael Kors and a Coach. Those are regular bags. I believe it is above a Louis Vuitton. It's like a Birkin, a Louis Vuitton, a Gucci, those type of bags, Prada. It is not just a Coach or Michael Kors. Those are normal bags. Chanel, yeah. One of my favorite luxury sellers is Lacey and Adam. I watch Lacey and Adam all the time. And they talk about, and they are very authentic, and they tell you, and they teach you a lot of things. So if you want to learn about luxury selling, that would be a good person to watch. I will never get into that category. One, because I do not own any of those things. I do not know if anything is real. I do not know how to make sure they are real. I also don't know how to buy those things because those things are crazy expensive. So I will never, if I do get approved, it'll be because I found one in a storage unit and I went and I had it authenticated and I made sure it was real and I want to sell it to you. But I have a pair of Louis Vuitton shoes that I bought when I worked at Lowe's, and I know I paid $750 for them off Etsy or off Poshmark. I never wore them, but I would like to sell them, but I have never been approved to sell them here, and I don't even know where to take them to make sure that they're real. So I will probably sell them on another platform just to be safe. But if I ever do, it'll just be because I own them, and it was honestly like a pipe dream of mine to own them because every female that went to these big meetings in Las Vegas always had them, and I thought that they were going to be cool, and I put them on and I hated them and I never wore them again. They were killer on my feet and they were not worth. I was like, I'm going to ruin these in 10 seconds, and I paid $700. You're an idiot. And so I put them back in their pretty little Louis Vuitton bag and they're in my closet. And that is the only piece of real thing that I've ever yes, plus it's against federal law to sell a fake as a real. Yeah, I'm one of those gals. I tried to be for a hot minute. And then I went and I bought a $7 fake Louis Vuitton so I could look cool and carry my laptop in it. But it was fake. Sterling jewelry, do you need whatnot? You do not need whatnot approval to sell the sterling jewelry, but you do, you are not supposed to sell things as sterling if they're not. Like, you're supposed to test that. I believe you're supposed to like test them live or show them live if you're going to sell it as sterling. I believe. I don't know the rules on that. I just know looking at the approval list, it is not on there. Under Armour shoes, sweatpants. Exactly. I currently am wearing, I don't know, Walmart leggings, no shoes. But if I was going to put my shoes back on, I know you're going to be shocked by this. They would just be my Crocs. But yes, even marked 925 might not be real. That's why anytime I say that, I say what it's marked, but I don't say because I don't know how to test. What is the most valuable find you got buying bulk items from an estate? That's a great question. Money wise, I think that I bought that estate that I bought last year had a bunch of gaming equipment in it. It had a bunch of PlayStations, Nintendos, N64 games, stuff like that. That brought the most money total. One singular item, I don't know what I would say would be the most valuable one singular item I found. Probably that Blanco vase. I think it only sold for like $300 something. That would be the only one singular item. I've never found anything worth like millions. Good morning, my T2 Hot. Or like, I always want to find like a picture. My brother's Mackenzie Child Soap. Facts. I always want to find like a picture with money behind it or something. Wouldn't that be cool? Or a Bible. Or original artwork. Yeah, I've never found anything like that. I've never found anything really cool. I did find, I find a lot of tools. So like I bought a storage unit one time for $40 and inside of it were like guns and tools and stuff. That was a lot. Yeah, that would be my storage wars moment was that. So the same day I bought 2 storage units. I bought one for $40, one for $20. The $20 one we opened. The first thing we opened was a purse and there were letters from jails, used needles, and a bunch of other stuff in there, and we just chucked that entire unit. We didn't even look through any of it. We threw it all in the garbage because we were afraid. The other unit was for $40, and we opened it and we found all this guy's information, and he had died 18 years ago, and his estate had just paid for the storage unit for 18 years, and we found guns and tools and a lot of fishing equipment and that unit netted thousands off of a $40 investment. And I did try, like there was pictures and all of his memorabilia and stuff, and I tried to find family because I had his address. I tried to find anybody by his name and literally could not find anybody. So I think the man just died and no one ever claimed his stuff, and he didn't have any family or anything, and it just went away. How many hours a week do you dedicate to this? So this is my entire job. This is my whole life. You found $1,000 and that's amazing. What is average price for an estate? Thousands, depending on where you are. So, hi, if you're new here, my name is Christine. I have a full store full of stuff, antiques, collectibles, jewelry, glassware, clothing, a little bit of everything. I work, we're going to say 50 hours a week. Whatnot is 90% of what I do. By 50 hours a week, I mean 100 hours a week, but I am in this building 50 hours a week. I usually say I also have streamed. I looked up yesterday for 1,136 hours in the last 2.5 years. I usually stream for between an hour and 5 hours a day. And then depending on what type of stream, if I sell for 2 hours, it takes me 4 hours to pack. If I sell for 3 hours, it's going to take me 6 hours to pack. Like tomorrow is a marathon day. Exactly. A full-time job and then some. Owning a business is I quit my 9 to 5 to work 24/7. So because this is my entire life, but I also enjoy it. It is definitely a lot of work. It is lonely. I work by myself. I do everything by myself, but it is what I enjoy. So it's okay. But on days that I'm not working, I source. So like on Sunday is usually the only day that I don't work, come help me. Thank you. The only day that I don't work. And so I source, I go to the regional market, I go to antique stores, I go to thrift stores, I do whatever. And that doesn't include, once it becomes springtime and summertime, picking up estates. So like if you watch my YouTube video of the estate we picked up, that took us 15 hours with 10 teenage boys, and to go and load 3 trailers and a U-Haul full of stuff to bring back to the shop, unload into the shop. And then I have to go through everything and clean and picture and organize and sell and pack and whatever else. And I also do in-person auctions through HiBid. So like all of those things over there are things that I have listed on other platforms. They have all those little blue numbers that'll be for the in-person auction. So I work a lot. I don't have any lighters today. Thank you for asking. How do you keep track of inventory costs? I do not do by piece inventory. I do dollar amount in, dollar amount out for my accountant. So as I purchase things, like let's say I buy that estate for $4,000, I mark down, or I keep a copy of the check or what. I also pay for almost everything by check, like it's 1993, because it's a good way for me to keep track of things. And then I do an inventory in, inventory out for my accountant. I do not do piece by piece because I would lose my mind if I did that, because I buy thousands of dollars at a time, like thousands of pieces at a time, not dollars, thousands of pieces at a time. Cash is king. Exactly. Cash is king. I try to use cash whenever possible. Did that answer your question? Thanks for sharing. I was curious as to someone. Yeah, no problem. I also like to say this too. I do these new seller like chats and whatever, usually every Thursday, but I do it today because I have a big show tomorrow. You are going to get, love you reselling everything. You are going to get what you're going to get what you put into this. So you cannot compare yourself to someone who does this for a full-time income, for a full-time living. You cannot, if you are just doing this part-time, you're doing this for fun, you're doing this as a side hustle, you're doing this as a hobby, you're doing this as, something as a, just a side, whatever, you cannot expect the same return as someone who has dedicated their entire life to it. You also cannot do the same things, right? So I find myself especially at the beginning, you cannot compare yourself to, thank you so much for the tip, Shopping Mimi. I appreciate you. You cannot compare yourself to big sellers. You cannot compare yourself to people who have a team of people. You cannot, I do it all by myself, and I still find myself comparing to these people. And I'm like, how do they sell for 10 hours a day every day? Well, that's because they have 10 people behind them packing while they're selling. If I did that, I could do that too. Right. So I still find myself comparing myself to other people. I just need to get all the inventory moved facts. But you can't compare yourself to someone who does this 50 hours a week. And I say 50 as a low ball number, but it takes time and energy and whatever else. You're by yourself, and being by yourself is always going to be harder. So don't compare and despair. Exactly. You can't. It'll just kill you slowly or fastly. Is fastly a word? Faster. When I get through vintage artifacts, couple things. One, I'm sure if I could afford to pay someone eventually, because I could sell more and that would pay for labor to do something, right? I have really bad anxiety when it comes to packing, and that's what I feel like I would need to hire someone. Comparison is with you. Thank you for your tip. I appreciate you. I like the packing part of it. It's mindless and it's monotonous, and it's the part of the job that I like because I can put on music and I just do it, and it is good, right? So like yesterday I packed 80 orders and I'm just like, it's something that I like to do. So I can't hire someone to do this part. This is the part that I have to do. That's the part I like to do. The only part that I could hire someone to do is to clean, organize, but I would have to pay them, which I know I could afford because I could sell more eventually, but I can't justify the amount of money that I would have to pay someone right off the bat to help me. I don't know. I have a problem. I have control issues. And I also some days don't want to work with people. I had 250 employees. I ran a $50 million box for 15 years with 250 employees and thousands of customers a day. I am peopled out. And there's some days where I don't want someone in my space. And if I hire someone, it would have to be someone that I could literally be like, hey, I don't come in today. And I don't want to do that to somebody either. So I have a heart. There's some days where I would kill to have someone here helping me, and that I am eating myself alive, and that I get on here and talk to you guys so that I'm not alone. But there's also some days where I can't stomach to talk to somebody, and I would not want someone in my space. That's why I haven't hired anybody. That's why I just struggle and cry and do everything myself. For a couple of years, just part-time, and I'm going back doing something by myself. So much happier. Yeah, I'm watching from a hospital bed. Had a little stress card. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you're okay. I get that. I'm glad you're okay. Yeah, cowgirl. That's probably, I mean, eventually I think that's what I'll do. If I could find somebody that I trusted, that I liked, like tomorrow I'm going to work with Sarah twice a month. Sarah's a nurse, and twice a month she gets to hang out with me. And so tomorrow, me, Sarah, and Steve are going to sell, and I'm super excited. I love those days. I love selling with them. It's fun. I love when they come here and help me. I enjoy that. I mean, it's only twice a month. If I could find someone that could just be a couple hours a week, that would be, even just to come clean behind me, would be super helpful. You seem genuine and amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Cowgirl is here. Did you see that? Cowgirl's here. I worked customer service for over a decade as soon as COVID hit. Yes, I think COVID killed me too. During COVID, I was working 80, 90 hours a week with 70 employees instead of 200. And we were doing every job. I was unloading trucks. I was putting freight away. I was running register and trying to manage the entire store, and getting screamed at by people who were on yachts that were not in the store, getting coughed on. And I was going home to my 7 children in germs, trying to homeschool them on my time off because they weren't in school. COVID literally ruined my life. I was taking 2 Xanax a day just to get through the day, and my doctor was like, you're going to kill yourself. You can't work there anymore. So COVID messed up a lot of people, and for sure I was one of them. I have not been the same since. But I do this now, and this was my dream. So COVID was a good thing, right? Thriving because COVID, but employees were burning out. So yeah, so that was the other thing. Being an essential employee during COVID was a nightmare, and people didn't understand, and people were so nasty. Like we were for sure, our store looked like crap. We didn't have everything we needed to. I didn't have employees to ring you out. We were doing the best we could, and people were like, what the hell? Well, we were the only ones open. We went from making $30 million to making almost doubling $55 million. Our stock went from $76 a share to $250 a share in 6 months because we were the only ones open, which meant we went from having 1,000 customers a day to 10,000 customers a day with half the employees. And we were just being screamed at and spit at and thrown things and assaulted. It was a freaking nightmare. And then we still had families at home, and my ex at the time was a correctional officer, and so he was an essential employee, and so he was going into prisons where you were in a cell with 50 people with COVID, and you couldn't not go to work because they needed you to go there. And so both of us were coming home after 15-hour days and stripping in the garage and covering ourselves with hand sanitizer and going in and then doing schoolwork with 7 children between the ages of 3 and 13 because they were home all day because they couldn't go to school. It was literally, and it ruined everything. I lost everything after COVID. It was literally a nightmare. Literally the worst time. Iron working is considered essential to 1,500 drivers. Chicago turned into 30. Yep. Yeah. So, but you know what? Silver lining, though I hate people now. I have my own business and I'm home with my children, and he is gone and everything is fine. But it is good. Everything is good. Okay. Anyway, I need to go. I need to go do some work. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. I have another show scheduled for this afternoon. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Thank you so much for your tip. I appreciate you, Warren Me Vintage. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Who haven't we raided in a while? Let's go raid someone we haven't raided in a while. Let's go raid. Thank you for your tip, fellows employee. Big heart, big shout out. Let's go raid Dwangerous Flipper. I love you. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Thank you for everything.